Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Sneaking Spiderweb. Today I have a video about teamwork. Now this is the first video in a new teamwork series, and the first video is of me and my IS-6 and my platoon mate Toro over there in his Type 59. As you can see, this is a 38%er. They have much better players, so we're really going to have to work if we want to win this one. We decide to head down the 0 line on Erlenberg because we feel that crossing the bridge won't be effective. We aren't the fastest tanks, and we won't really be able to get stuck in over there. The first thing we encounter is the MT-25 going down the middle. He shouldn't be a problem though, as he drowns himself later. Now, in these teamwork videos, I'll be pointing out what you should and shouldn't do, map awareness, and just general tips to help you improve your game. I see that I don't have a shot on the MT without fully exposing myself, so I'll go over here to deal with this T-25/2. The first tip that I would give when platooning is you have to stick together and work together, because if you're not doing that, you're pretty much just playing another pub game. And you also need to have communication with your platoon mates, so you can go down the same flank and work together on a target. Toro is gonna continue down the K line to get spots, and I'm gonna sit back up here. Since I am slow, and I might get caught in the open, and I'm pretty big and won't be able to get out of there very fast. What's spotted is the T-28, and he's going to be a tough target for most of our team. And right now, what I realize is we don't have very much map control. We don't have any spotters in the middle. We pretty much control the 8, 9, and 0 line. I don't have any shots on the T-28, and let me go ahead and turn off those things, because they're annoying and get in the way of my damage counter. Now looking at the map, I noticed that there are 4 tanks spotted so far up north, and not much is happening down south, so it's going to be better for me and for the team to go back up north and help. And my platoon mate Toro is going to come back as well. What is also bad that I noticed was happening is that down here there's a group of heavies that kept pushing on the south when they really should have came back to the base. Our T-25/2 is leaving as well. So we're really running short on the help up here. No matter, we have the advantage. We got the high ground, and they have no spotters for us. We are behind houses and bushes, and they're just traversing out in the open, which allows them not enough cover and for us to spot them easily. I notice now on the map that our tanks are pushing across the J line, which isn't really that smart of an idea, because the T-28 is going to be a really tough target to dig out, and they're just going to get picked off one by one. I have shots on the KV-13, so I'm going to shoot and pull back into cover, because I know that there are a lot of tanks ready to shoot me down the 6 and 7 line. Once I'm reloaded, I poke out again for a shot on the T-34-85. And you always want to do this. When you shoot, no matter how long your reload is, shoot and then pull back into cover. It'll save you a lot of HP. Also, if you have strong frontal armor, you want to wiggle your tank, making it harder for the enemy to shoot your weak spots. The score is now 3-7, so we're losing 4 tanks. And now here comes a Chiri. I'm not quite sure what he was doing up there. He was just kind of pushing up the A line, but whatever, if he wants to, I guess. He manages a lucky moving hit on me. So I shoot him, pull back into cover. And we're just working these guys over. Since they're crossing an open field, they have no protection whatsoever against us. And the only thing they manage to accomplish is damaging that Jagdpanther. Me and my platoon mate both shoot at the same target there. If a target is low health and you're with a platoon mate, you should really just, you should call the targets so you both don't waste a shot. And there goes our Jagdpanther. The T-34 killed him. And only 3 of the enemy tanks are spotted on the map, so we still don't know where quite a bit of their team is. Now this is very bad play on my part. The IS-3, I don't aim very carefully at him. I loaded in premium rounds, but that still won't make a difference. It looks like that one hit the gun manlet. My platoon mate shot misses, and this Type 59 decides it's time to go and take this IS-3. Unfortunately, I bounced my 3rd shot in a row on that guy. And, oh no, the T-34 is still on full HP. This is gonna be tricky. Now, right now, looking at the map, since the T-28 has pushed over the bridge, that says to me that he has support from the other side of the bridge. So, and there's the other T-34. People won't generally push a certain flank without there being most of their team behind them to get support. So that was a big indicator for me that this T-34 up here is probably somewhat alone. He might have 1 guy with him, but that might be it. Unfortunately, that shot bounces. It was AP, and the AP ammo on the IS-6 only has 175 pen. And okay, there's 5 tanks spotted in the south, and there's only 6 on their team. So that T-34 is isolated. And what you want to do, whenever you're down tanks, is pick off the isolated targets. I made a bit of mistake there, and exposed my side too long for that Borsig to shoot me, and it kills my gunner. But right now Toro is going down to deal with the T-34, and because he's isolated, Toro has the flexibility to move around and not worry about the enemy team. I have a shot there, but it goes wide and hits the building. And we only have a certain amount of time to kill this T-34 before the rest of their team comes up to support him. Now, really good play on Toro's part here. He managed to take away about 800 health off that T-34 without taking a single hit from him. And suddenly, things aren't looking so bad. I know all of them were last spotted at the south. Oh, there's the Borsig. And he just fired on the Type 59. So I know I can get a shot in on him. And that's exactly what I do. Unfortunately, my teammate took a hit, but I managed to take advantage of that. Toro is now crossing the bridge to provide some flanking fire into them. I see the T-34, but it's not worth poking out because that Borsig is still in the cap and can easily shoot me. So I'm just going to hang around here by this building. But I know the last movement of that T-34, and it looked like he was coming this way, and there he is. So I'm moving my location to provide some cover to this Type 59. I see the Borsig again. It's safe to pull out because he is behind a house and is not looking at me. That didn't quite hit him. If that was aimed better, it may have damaged him, but it was mostly RNG with that little amount of sliver of tank I had of him. Oh, Jagdpanther's been spotted. I'm going to see if I can help out my platoon mate, but unfortunately there are houses in the way. So no support there. And, look who showed up. The IS-6's gun is not good enough to penetrate the front of a T-34 reliably, and oh my, just got hit for a lot of HP from that Borsig. I'm down to 5 health points now. If he would have rolled a little higher and killed me, this would have been a completely different game. Now the Type 59 is exposing himself to the Borsig, and the Borsig takes him out. I let my shot aim, and it pens right into the T-34. So, it's just the platoon left now. We're each on 3 kills. I have 2,800 damage, and there's still a lot of HP to go around. I know that T-34 is going to rush me, so I back up to cover most of my haul. The T-34 can pen it pretty easily, and there he is. I wait to aim, and finish him off. So now the cap is going, so the Borsig is inside the circle. Now, the SU-100Y can be somewhere around here, because he was moving with the T-34. There's the Borsig, and there's the SU-100Y. He does have a shot on me, so I have no choice but to move forward in the cover of this house. I shoot the Borsig, and then change my location, hoping he misses, which he does. And then pull forward again, to get out of the lane of fire of the SU-100Y. This is pretty important. You only want to be in one lane of fire, at especially late stages of the game. Because if you're at 2, a lot of your HP is going to be taken from you. You really want to expose yourself to one flank, if you have to, just to one. In this situation, with us having 2 tanks and them only having 1, especially since how immobile the dirt barn is, I decide that kiting him around the house is the best option. It'll expose him to my platoon mate, and I'll be able to outmaneuver him. We both get shots into him, and he can decide who he wants to die by, me or my platoon mate. So he backs up, and then we manage to get the kill. So, we finished with 9 kills, and I dealt 4,093 damage. So, let's take a look at the post-game stats. So when analyzing the team score, we can see that me and Toro did about 7,040 damage combined, along with 9 kills. We did half of the team's kills, and when adding up the damages of all the other team members combined, they had 7,900, and we had 7,040, so we pretty much were half of the team when you consider damage-wise and kills-wise. We did get brothers in arms, as we both survived with more than 3 kills. Toro got 1,300 XP, and I got 11,000. Whoa, not 11,000, 1,100. And this Type 59 player, he did really good too. 4,400 damage along with 1,200 XP. I fired 25 shots and hit 20, 16 penned, and I ended up with 4,093 damage. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this teamwork video. There will be more to come in the future. I have tried new audio editing for this video, so if it's not perfect yet, bear with me, and it should be in the future. As always, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.